No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Penn State's offense will take the first swing of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Higgins. Gets it to the back. Running to Green. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 2nd down coming up. Pulls it and fires to the left. And that had all the makings of bunt meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting to first? They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. Finding an escape route. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more...
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. But got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. So Illinois' offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
The RPO, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Still deep in their own territory, 2nd and 6 from the 15. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Penn State. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To throw, it's Tucker. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires. He makes the catch. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunks.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Hand off to the single running back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He might want another play. To the air. It's Higgins. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Direct snap. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's stopped for no gain. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Clemson has the lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Wake Forest. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quick release on the RPO. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Illinois lining up quickly. Scanning the field, it's Tucker. Zings it complete to the right. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and on the same page here. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Catch is made at the 15. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Spins away from the defense. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. Wants to throw. It's Tucker. Rushes on him. He'll throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Dumps it off in the flats. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fires to the right. He caught it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting...
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the beatdown has ensued. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. To the air, it's Tucker. Fires complete on the crosser. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. Plows through the defense. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Oh, he's got some space. Good line on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Give to the back. Gets it past the marker. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Clemson is ahead early in Death Valley, but that's not exactly Trevor Lawrence out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over Wake Forest. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They go to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick release by the QB. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Tucker. Makes the catch. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The hand to the running back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas.
There he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough. Down, and he slides in safely.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw it.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Knight. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a 1st down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. The give, and tick, 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 tick. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Works the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looking downfield is Higgins. It's caught. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Extending the play. Got room to work. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gets the back moving. The snap sets up to throw. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. He stopped for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Third down coming up.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Penn State.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Back to throw. It's Knight. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
A loss of 7 yards on the play. Number 15.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.